So welcome back guys, this is episode 12 of my Ruby Destiny Reign of Legends walkthrough. We are still on Rose Path, heading to the next city, which is called Pina Francia. And down there we just see a Royal Darkness Grunt heading towards this city, as which we are going to visit shortly. So I don't think we can get over here because there's an ocean and we need surf to get across it. A sign tells us that we are about to enter Pina Francia, and here we are. Pina Francia is the only city on Solaro Island in which the sun shines. This guy over there just gave up a soft sand. This is an item which increases ground type moves by I think 20%. It's not the best item, as all of these items of the kind which boost one type of attacking moves, but for walkthroughs it can come in handy. Unfortunately, I don't have a Pokemon that uses a ground move, so it's not useful for me at this moment. Okay, we can't enter this move there. The guy seems to be gone fishing or something like this. So we're gonna explore Pina Francia a little bit, and we learn a lot about the Pokemon called Combi, which are made to produce honey in the Pokemon world. So if you are just about it, I tell you something about Combi, because Combi is a pretty interesting Pokemon. You can catch, as for the most Pokemon, you can catch male or female Combi, but only the female Combi can evolve into Vespiquen. It's just as with normal bees. The male bees, they are only used for breeding. They don't have another function at all. Only the female are either workers, or maybe one out of 1,000 will become a queen. And so only female Combi can evolve into the queen. Then if you want to use Combi competitively, you have to use a female one. Unfortunately, only about every 8th Combi is actually female, so it's pretty hard to get a Vespiquen. On the other hand, Vespiquen is not the best Pokemon to use. It has 4 times lethal Stealth Rock and stuff, and hasn't the best move pool. So let's explore this cave a bit, and I'm gonna say now that I'm gonna skip most of the wild battles that I'll have in this cave. So this guy gives us Stage Gem 5, which contains Flash, a pretty useless move. It lowers the accuracy of your opponent, but it has only 70% accuracy on its own. I'm gonna teach it to Turtwig. I don't want to waste such a useful move on my Curlia, as it can learn way better moves. So I skip all the battles that I have in this cave, but I will just tell you which Pokemon you can find here. You can find Zubats, which you can find pretty much every cave, Geodude, and Pokemon which might be more interesting is, what's it called in English? I just forgot the first evolution of, I'm still not sure. Maybe I'll get it in later time. So here we have a pretty interesting rock formation. This will become important later in the game, but I won't tell you until I'll actually show you what you can do with this rock formation here. Yeah, I battled some Pokemon and leveled up Ellie to level 25, and she learned Aura Beam, which I replaced for Ice Ball, because I don't want to mess with Ice Ball, and Ice Ball is the stupid thing that you can switch while you use it. But alright. Here we find a Royal Darkness Grunt in the Francia Forest, and I'm pretty sure that they are not only here because of the honey. There must be something else going on around here. So here's Pukiana. I've got Twiggy, and yeah, it's still called Twiggy. It's pretty frustrating because of this glitch. I called it Twiggy. I want to change it back to Ellie as soon as possible. Another Pukiana, it's gonna be one repaired by my new move Aura Beam, and there it goes down. His last Pokemon is Houndour, a pretty cool Pokemon, a dark fire type. like a pretty interesting offensive typing, but a weak defensive typing. Also can do the nasty plot in 4th generation, which makes it a powerful sweeper, but in this generation it's not that good actually because of his many weaknesses, fighting, water, and ground, rock, etc. But still, Houndour and Houndoom are one of the most cool Pokemon in the Pokemon world. So there's another, this time a female, the Royal Darkness Omega Grand with a Seviper, one of the version exclusive Pokemon. This one is exclusive to Pokemon Sapphire, and there is what's this other Pokemon called? Yeah, there's another Pokemon you can catch in Pokemon Ruby, which is the rival of Seviper, who eats Seviper, and Seviper doesn't want to be eaten, so he tries to kill the other one too. So we have the perfect rivalry. Then back here there is another Royal Darkness grunt sitting around. You don't have to battle this guy, because he faces a different direction, and if you don't talk to him, he won't battle you. I go for Aurora Beam, take out the Zubat, which has no chance of living because it's super effective. And I'm about to level up to level 26, so I'm gonna fight this next Pokemon, which is Ekans, which is just snake spelled backwards, so really one of the most creative names in the Pokemon game. Especially Arbok, which is Cobra spelled backwards, which is the evolution of Ekans. They're both pretty uncreative names, I must say. And still they have its own style. It's just the style of the 1st generation Pokemon. All of them have kind of one thing that's special about them. Next Pokemon is Houndour. We have already seen it. It's weak to water, so Water Gun will be an easy one-hit KO on them. Super effective, takes him down. There's one more Pokemon he has, it's Markrow, also quite a cool Pokemon, especially with the bird with the hat. I also like it. It has a very weak defensive typing. In 4th generation it actually gets another evolution, which is called Honchkrow, a Pokemon with impressive attacking stats but poor defensive stats. But still, it's a solid borderline Pokemon. Didn't quite make it too overused, but it's too strong to be used in underused tire. So it's went to borderline. The fortunate is that borderline Pokemon are hardly ever used. So I will show you this combi. This is a male combi, so it's pretty much useless. Female combi have a little red spot on one of the 3 heads, and there we find Sir Diark, the leader of Royal Darkness, and his it's a sub boss, or how should I call it, called Shelly, who is actually a female. Yeah, as you can see by this spell. She's also a cool sprite, I must say. So Royal Darkness Shelly has Carvania, also a Pokemon with high attack but very poor defensive stats. I almost take it out with a Body Slam. Unfortunately, it lives, gets off a scary face. As you may have seen by the attack of Body Slam, I got damage. That's because this Carvania has Rough Skin, which makes you receive damage every time you attack him with a physical move. I mean, a move that really touches Carvania. And next Pokemon is Drifblim. Drifblim is also a cool Pokemon. It's the evolution of Drifloon, a Pokemon from 4th generation. That's very high HP, as you'll see. It takes the Aurora Beam pretty nicely. It doesn't even takes about half. So I'm gonna use a Super Potion just because I don't want my field to die. And I know it can't do much against it. Astonish does about 10 damage and also does. And here my Quick Claw activates, so I go first and kill off Drifblim. So good game, Shelly. But unfortunately, we are not going to battle Diark in this episode. Well, I will build in here a little cliffhanger and battle him in the next episode. Fucking so dry, etc, etc. And Bye, see you next time.